My name is Camper Bull. I am the founder of the PMP Masterclass, the author of Moving from Project Management to Project Leadership, and I have the honor of being a content contributor for the PMBOK, the Project Management Body of Knowledge, 4th edition. This video, we're going to talk all about PMP training. Now, there's a lot of people who are willing to give you PMP training and PMP courses, but there's a couple of things you need to look at when you're looking to purchase or even select a good PMP training program. So I want to give you 5 tips as to what to look for, what to look out for when you're looking for your PMP training. So tip number 1 in PMP training, look to make sure that each one of the courses you're looking at, the trainings you're looking at, are specifically designed to support the PMBOK version 4. Now, there's several versions of the PMBOK. The 4th version, or the 4th edition, is the latest for the PMP exam. So therefore, any training that you do needs to be in the 4th edition. Now, there's several disadvantages to using an older version. There has been some major changes from version 3 to version 4. One of the biggest is the triple constraint is no longer part of the PMBOK. So be really careful, because the training you're going to get needs to be the right one to pass the PMP exam. The next hint I'm going to give you for PMP training and selecting the best PMP training is make sure that you also read the PMBOK. The PMBOK is the framework that you're going to get this information in. Any PMP training should be based on it, but you really need to go back and read the book as well. Why? Because it is the foundation or the framework. It's not everything on the exam, but it is a good deal of it. So understanding what PMP training you need to have is not only making sure that you do the right things, but also collect the information you need. And the most important part of that is really reading the PMBOK. Third, I'm going to suggest that you take a look and make sure that the people who are doing the training are a registered education with PMI. Now understand, anyone can do PMP training, but if you are a registered education provider with PMI, it means that you have been looked at for quality and the ability to teach this subject. Understand that you can take a lesson from anyone. You can get PMP training from anyone who has a PMP certification. But if you go ahead and take a look at people who have the registered education provider by PMI, it not only gives you a understanding that these people know what they're talking about, but there's a level of quality there that has been checked by PMI. And finally, if you get audited, having a REP as the person who is giving you the training allows you to sail through that process. Where if you do not have a person who has an REP, there's going to be a lot of more information and paper that you're going to have to be delivering to PMI to show that you did the work that's necessary. Also, the 4th point in deciding who you should use for PMP training is that it should be a group or organization that understands how to teach adults. Now, how to teach adults is vastly different than how to teach students or children. You learn differently now than you did when you were in high school. You learn differently now than when you were in college. So taking a PMP training course, you really need to focus on how you will be trained best as an adult. You get trained differently when you're in high school, you get trained differently when you're in elementary school, and when you're in college than when you should be now. So make sure people understand the pedagogy of training. Finally, and the 5th point for how I would suggest you select a PMP training course or PMP training in general is that they provide you multiple sources. If they're just sending you a book, that's good. But if they're sending you a book and video, better. If they're allowing you to look on slides so you can get better training because you're using multiple areas, that's also useful. So select the area that works well with you and make sure there are multiple areas that support you. In other words, if you're looking for PMP training, look for an organization that provides you hard copy as well as audio as well as video. All of these will serve you to learn better in the process. I know this is confusing, and I know picking a good PMP training organization is important for you because it is one of those key differentiators for passing or failing the exam. What I've done is created a series of videos that hopefully will help you and serve you. The first free video is all about myths about the PMP exam. There are lots of bad myths out there, and if you subscribe to one of them, you may not do as well. The second free video I've created is a video talking about a tool I created to help me understand where I stand in taking the exam and how well I do at guessing. This is the tool that allowed me to take a 4-hour exam in 2 hours with the assurance that I would pass it. My third free video is all about how you learn as an adult and tools and techniques that you can use to actually be able to capture that information and use it over a period of time. So PMP training should be not something that you just take on for a short period of time, but you should be trained for life. And therefore, the motto of the PMP Masterclass is PMP for life, not just for 4 hours. I also want to give you a couple of free tips and tricks to make sure that you understand how to pass the PMP exam no matter what training organization you use. So I have 25 secrets to passing the PMP exam which I'd like to give you for free, no matter what organization you decide to take as training. I also want to give you 20 questions similar to the ones on the PMP exam. This will help you in training your mind to take exams and taking the PMP exam specifically. I have also created a series of videos on each one of the books that are designed to help you pass the PMP exam. These training books are designed to show you exactly what you need to do, and I've given you reviews of all of them. Some of them are excellent, some of them aren't so good. The books are expensive, so spend a few minutes looking at these. These will help you make some decisions on what PMP training book you want. My name is Camper Bull, and I am the founder of the PMP Masterclass. If you're interested in any of these, I'd encourage you to go to www.pmmasterclass.com and get your 25 free secrets in passing the PMP exam, your 20 questions free of how to study and train for the PMP, as well as all of the book reviews and the 3 videos. So I encourage you to go to www.pmmasterclass.com. I am Camper Bull, the founder of the PMP Masterclass, and I look forward to seeing you there.